Welcome back, everyone. Mirage is the map that we are about to play. NRG has won the 9th round. They'll start out on the CT side, and they do have the 1-0 lead in the series.
They do indeed. Looks like they should have closed it out a bit sooner on train. It was, what, as Younger said, 59 at one point. So I think I saw some social...
How do you get Henry G. Greer, and I just get Matt Trivet?
Because it's quite long, Matthew Sadikist Trivet. Probably doesn't fit, maybe.
Could be true. Could be true. That could be accurate.
I just prefer Henry G. I don't think you need my full name. I don't even want people to know my full name. Just Henry G. What? Greer. Yeah. Did you say something else first?
Greer.
No. Sounded like you said something else.
No, I didn't.
Right.
No, I didn't.
Just call me Henry G, guys. Not Henry Greer.
He is a G. Okay, let's actually get serious because you were about to. Mirage, it's a 1-0 series for NRG.
Yeah, they look stronger overall as a complete package. Obviously, we talk about them being a more tactical team. Mirage lends itself to both play styles in terms of like the default methodology and obviously having the set pieces as well. You need to kind of have both grounds covered. You can't just rely on the tactics. You can't just rely on the defaults. You need to be able to do both. So most teams make the mistake of like trying to go into those set pieces straight away, and then a lot of teams have the same problem just going to defaults and not having those kind of executions go into it. So that's the kind of disciplines you need to have going forward. I feel like NRG are going to be the stronger team here. We did see them beat Envious on this map, you remember, at Caliper. It's one of the maps that actually took them down on. That's where
it's true, actually.
Silent had that massive, crazy 4-on-1 situation.
Yeah, that was just ridiculous.
That was quite a while ago, but we obviously don't cast these teams that much.
The highlight clip featuring Paula screaming in the background. Peter's going to push right now in the pistol. We snapped off of him. Poor timing, but because he does get FNS. Meanwhile, it's Semphis that's going to rush out through middle. Peter's going to have to fall back inside of the site and play this off his teammate. But it's actually going to be a wrap toward Catwalk. They get the early information, call for the rotation. Govby playing with Silent, who's gone down again inside of the site. He struggled on Ivy last time. They managed to win the game, but now he's gone down to the pistol, and that'll give up a bomb plant, but they haven't committed to it just yet.
3-on-2. The CTs are both towards that kitchen area as well. The bomb should be coming in momentarily. That's going to be Twist planting towards short as well. That's pretty much the perfect scenario considering where the CTs are now. They just wanted to bide their time. That's quite disciplined as well. A lot of teams would have forced the bomb down that situation, but there's no problem taking some time to work out what your options are here. Lovely shot from Peter. Does give them a chance here, but is quickly refragged by Twist as he does face, and he's going to get the second as well. So good round from him, and it's going to be TSM taking the pistol there. So even though NRG got that first pick, it doesn't amount to too much. It's Peter doing all he can. He gets all 3 kills. And like I said, it's good from NRG. Like a lot of teams will try and force the bomb down as quickly as they can just to kind of think, oh, obviously we've got 40 seconds. The sooner we get it down, the sooner it blows up. But if you can get a decent plant down instead of the default and have options towards short, their idea was then just to kind of have a player towards short, make sure there's no CDs coming from that area, then get that plant down, then almost guarantee themselves to victory. So good stuff from TSM. No force buy this time from NRG. They are going to be upgrading to some Desert Eagles and 5.7s and a P250 as well. But Peter keeping himself honest, he's just got the P2000 and he will be having the HE grenade as well. So he'll be obviously the AWPer. I'm have a look at the buy for TSM as well. 3 AKs and 2 of those SMG players. Default, of course. Dissect the map, work out if there's any stacks going on. Execute very simply into the side, make sure you're together. Getting any kills back if you do run into those CTs towards the bomb side. It's going to be 3 towards A, and FNS could find himself in trouble here, not going to be checking the key angles, and for some reason they didn't pull the trigger. What is that?
The gun jammed.
I guess I didn't see it from his POV. Maybe he was looking into the corner trying to hide himself. That's the only thing I can think of. Why would you not take an easy kill like that? You're not going to get multiple spray down with a PT50. But,
Dupree!
Yeah.
Triple spray down. Justin's the only one inside of the A site. Silent has to rotate over from B. TSM looking good to keep everything up and alive. Justin's going to do what he can to prevent that. FNS around the corner has to face the Deagle from a distance, but the MP7 prevails. You still miss the MP5, Henry?
I do. That was such a sick weapon. A little bit of trivia for you. The MP5 used Glock bullets, the UMP used USP bullets.
Yes.
I think we were talking about that recently.
Yeah, we were actually. The other interesting thing is that all the statistics favor the MP7, and yet the MP5 was everyone's favorite, and they all want it back.
I just love this so much.
Do you know what device said he wants in this game?
What?
The AK-74U.
What, from Call of Duty?
Doesn't have to be from Call of Duty. It's a real gun. It's actually from the real world.
That was actually the gun everyone used in that game, right?
You could only use 2 per team, but yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Because you had to run a 2-base class system. You could have one sniper, 2 SMGs.
The more you know.
That was when COD was good.
Now it's going to be 3 players pushing the ball around, making 4 now. FNS gets the first one. Justin takes down goal B. Just when they had a little bit of window opportunity.
Oh, this is a bad crossfire. Look at Firebox to the inside. Yep, look, he has got it. Perfectly placed because he walks out and Sick goes down. Big money gain. They may not win the round off this alone. They've still, well, they're about to go down 2 men, but they get good money out of this. They definitely force up some situations from this. Justin, maybe not so much. He'll have to donate his money. to a bullying charity.
Yep. Well, Legia could find a kill out of this. Doesn't happen this time. Automatic takes him down. But like you said, Legia does boost his funds quite considerably with that knife kill. He's on $6,300 now. Peter, this is what's good. It's why you know more than anyone how much I talk about it. But the second round force by the CT, I think it's quite situational. Sometimes you don't need to do it, especially when you have a one-map lead as well and you're considered the better team. I'd say it's more beneficial for you going forward and actually having M4s. They've got double AWPs here as well on the first gun round. This won't be expected. You're going up against TSM, potentially won't be upgrading their rifles as well. So I actually really like this. You go down 3-0, sure, but you go set yourself up for a very strong foundations going forward. Silent bunny hopping off towards short. Does find himself towards the top middle. It's looking like a set piece from TSM straight away. We talked about this, Matt. A lot of teams will opt to do these set pieces off the bat without getting map control first, and it can be quite obvious here. This actually works out for them because the CTs were aggressive towards short. So let's see how this happens as Silent gets the first kill on towards Twist.
Onto the AWP with Peter. FNS going to plant inside of this smoke, which is dissolving in front of him toward Catwalk. Silent's going to go down, though, thankfully, because he was the one that had the angle. But Jestem responds into Sick. Finesse already at the bench. 3 plays 3. Peter low, but Legia good on the flank.
Here we go then, 3 on 3 as you said. Legia, it's all going to come down to this guy here. He does spot one towards bench as well. 2 players towards short, and once again, doesn't want to pull the trigger straight away, but this make up for it. Taking out FNS, knows 2 players are short. Legia spotted both of them as well. Now waiting for his teammates to get the next kill. Justin apprehensive to get out of that window, but he does manage to make the play in the end. Decent flashbangs coming in. That's the round secured. It's a bad plant for the T's, and Justin, we talked about him quite a lot. Very strong player recently. Crisp aim from him to finish it off. 2 headshots from the AK, gets himself 3 kills, salvages the last AWP as well. So TSM, as I said, going for that set piece off the bat. It's not the worst idea in the world. Obviously, the first gun rounds are always a bit of a strange one. That's where you will see CTs maybe go very aggressive or have a lack of cash due to that force buy in the second. So I don't mind it so much on that round, but they did get the plan down. Could have gone either way, to be fair. And now we're going to round number 5. Still a ton of cash for TSM available. They have an AWP themselves. And we can see Peter with a decent spawn. He'll be facing towards top middle from Connector.
Peter's forced out by the Molotov. Has to play a passive hold on this. He isn't going to try and rotate late to window, but to be fair, the late smoke just comes out now. So if he had gone, he would have arrived at the same time. 3 players in toward Palace. AWP is going to watch jungle. The other 2 drop immediately inside of the site. And Justin has to hold the angle. Does find the first on a Twist. Second face, though, and Sick. He wins it. But Peter, ooh, nearly gets it through the box as well. That would have been sexy. The bomb does go down. Thank you, Henry. As Automatic lurking late inside of mid. Might get cut off, might get segregated. Good kill from Sick, though. And Automatic actually won that initial duel on the rotation from Catwalk. So Legia has to get away from the site just to find that kill. That buys more space, more time for TSM in this post plant. As a good flash comes through, but Sick can't find it. In the open, caught, but a crossfire set. Legia is going to chase him down towards Sandwich, and there it is. The flank in from FNS.
Decent crossfires there from the terrorists, holding on strong once the bomb get planted as well. Sick doing a lot of decent work there. Standing in the open, but just hitting all the shots that are required. And TSM making them force into situations that are going to waste them a lot of time as well. That little cubby hole towards top middle. CT had to run all the way around there. Didn't have much time to work with. And this is another force spike coming from NRG. They were going to be double eco anyway, so this force spike does kind of make sense.
For the record, Sick is flow Sick.
That's what I thought. I didn't want to keep saying Sick. I assumed it was, but like I said, I didn't know that.
Former Liquid player.
I haven't seen him in quite a while. But...
Oh wait, that's a lie. That's a lie. It actually is wrong. It's been a while since I've been in North America. Sick is a different player. I'm sorry. For some reason, I thought it was.
You're supposed to be the one keeping this together, the NA stuff.
Bro, as if NA can't hold itself together. Why is it for me?
Just delete all that stuff.
Yeah, go.
It's all Matt's fault.
I was like thinking, listen, it's
You even confirmed it with production. I thought, okay, that's definitely true then, surely.
No, let's see. Now they're trying to throw me back under the bus. It was production's fault.
Well, we obviously do our research here.
Well, I know. Listen, I'm not going to justify it. I messed up. Everyone knows it. You can tweet me.
Yeah, and you dragged me down with you.
Tell me how ugly Henry G is. They do. As if. Come on, we're a team, bro.
Anyway.
You wouldn't throw me a life raft if I was drowning. I know you wouldn't.
I'll jump in there with you.
Attaboy. You're a true hero, Henry. Silent. Just throws that pop flash, actually. It works effectively, but... in effect, I should say, but it could have been thrown with the right click, not bounced off the wall first, but thankfully they weren't pushing up regardless. So it makes no difference. Silence is going to play in toward the van instead now. With the monkey business 5-7. And he just waits. Headshots he wants. It's headshots he finds on the first Twist. Able to refrag it. Legia in a good position at the corner as soon as they drop out the windows. But the big thing, yeah, that's the hard part here because Semphis is coming up Catwalk. Good rotation timing from Legia, though, because Semphis is trying to get himself in a position where he would be able to take him down. He's going to get overlooked. Bomb's going to get dropped. 10 seconds. Semphis has to come up large, finds the first kill. And Automatic, if he comes around the corner now, could actually allow this bomb to go down, but it's done. He can't get it. It was picked up at 3 seconds. It's over. He doesn't die. The zombie don't die. Thankfully, does not. He may die after the round, but he stays alive on 14 or thereabout HP.
What a round that was from NRG. As I was saying, they went for that B stack, and it was all down to Gobby trying to stay alive as long as possible. They found the initial frag with the 5-7, and it's just down to the crossfires and wasting time at that point. It came down to 18 HP, 2 players trying to find him, and he manages to hold on. And still, though, NRG, there's cash situations in dire straight right now. You can see Scouts, 5-7, and a FAMAS and a Max 7. So still a round who's heavily favoured towards TSM. Still a lot of work here required. This still could mean a double eco for the CTs if they were to lose this one. So let's see how they decide to go forward with it. Justin getting tagged down to 13 HP. Not going to be much to work with it. Legia has to make a play here. It's good. It's strong. He gets 1 kill. Can't get the second, though. Does damage towards Twist.
I like the rhythm you had going as Twist is going to take down Peter. Gobby's immediately there, though, to take him back with the shotgun jumping up from Catwalk. Automatic's the only one left toward middle right now. Second player back in the horseshoe waiting to get a call. It's actually Semphis that was trying to hold the connector position with the AWP so that Automatic could advance. But he's in the Dragon's Den right now with 2 players lurking large above him. Does spot Gobby inside the vent. He needs to bait out Silent. Oh, does spot him up. Good play from Automatic. He's got the bomb out of this as well, but it's a long rotation. He's got 50 seconds. He could go all the way back through T-Spawn and join his teammates now. And Sick has CT Spawn covered off, so rotation is going to be extremely hard.
It's weird why they didn't face it. Silent, obviously,
I don't know
shooting
why
his
he wouldn't face
teammate.
that.
Like, surely face. Just get the frag as he's shooting at you. What are you hoping for? Another massive spray down moment. You're really clutching at straws right now, trying to get kills, and you don't take anything that's on a plate.
Flowstick joined Winter Fox. That's who it was he joined.
That's right. We haven't covered anything.
With my favorite co-caster, Lex, who still thinks he's a pro player, but someday he'll see the light. No offense, NRG. I'm just kidding. You're
bit rude for both people.
Yeah, that is. I'm sorry. You're my favorite, Henry. He's my favorite other co-caster, Henry.
Right. When was the last time you casted with him?
Like a year and a half ago.
I did a show with him.
Maybe 2. Did you?
First SIVO, yeah. We did a little post-show interview with Maven.
With Maven?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I didn't really know Lex that well until that moment.
Maven.
Bonded over that.
Well, at the present moment, it is going to be a save for NRG, who fall now to 5-2 against TSM. Semphis has the first shot once more over on the B site. Sick going to hold off both players pushing into apartments, and Gobby do what he dare, but dare not to do much. He is the last alive. Desperate with the needle. He does do decent damage. 3 HP in the end for Finesse, but he will get the kill.
6-2 now. Money. It was going to get broken eventually. NRG really were trying to do whatever they could with the Scouts and the Mag 7s, and wasn't meant to be this time. 6-2, TSM get a very healthy lead and tons of cash to go with it as well. You can see them adjusting accordingly, reading the situation very well. MP7 and a Mac 10 means they can have 2 recon players and just destroy these unarmored players. They'll just rip them apart. And this is almost a guaranteed round. You can see the CT's trying to do what they can with the 4-man stack towards A couple of flashbangs and PD50s. But it should be Sick, not Flow Sick, Matt.
He does have Sick Flow.
Oh, yeah, that's what you meant, I think. So it's going to be TSM now splitting towards A. They have to bomb towards the top middle, just looking for the stacks right now. And we'll see what Twist can do here. He gets the first kill. Sick joins in as well. And now it's just a bloodbath from the A bomb side, Matt. It's going to be Twist jumping kills, of course. And he's looking for his third and final kill as well. Easy, easy as they go.
Lemon squeezy?
EZPZ, liquid squeeze.
Oh,
that's what we normally say in the UK for anyone at home. It's a British saying.
See.
British saying.
I see.
EZPZ.
Well, 7-2 is a pretty hefty scoreline. I got a feeling 3 maps is entirely a possibility right now. We thought this map, Yanko kind of touched on it, where it's a little bit more open. It favors the faster game style than what Train has. But I didn't expect this. NRG answerless so far. Back onto the guns in this round, though, and Peter will have the AWP. He is going to play close to connector. Gobby forced out of the catwalk position already by those Molotovs. It leaves McGee in a position where there's no one to trade this, so he does only get 1. Sick takes him down, and now Justin gets a high amount of pressure placed onto him. Slow rotation over. Gobby's going to arrive. It's going to be 2 M4s playing from the stairwell. and they had to give up window room on all this as well. So the A site's effectively lost. It's a retake.
There's so much control now for the terrorists. CT's not facing at all. They're waiting for the plant to come in here. Justin waiting by the steps. But right now, TSM, once again, they're very disciplined in these moments. They don't rush the plant down. They want to make sure they eradicate any sort of risk that may be coming their way. Sick now, I should say. Going to be facing towards steps, but Justin does take him down. No flashbangs coming in there. So we'll see what the next move is. They're going for the connector plant here, so which is going to work out as well. So do hedge their bets a little bit here. Peter watching towards that connector area. It's a lovely shot as well. FNS goes down, so this should be a round surely going in favour of NRG. Surely.
An interesting round at that, because as it looked at the start of that, the A site was completely lost. Semphis good shot onto Gobby. Now it's possible. Automatic with one. But the responses come through and both go down immediately. Good response as well from Justin to turn back. Rather, excuse me, from Peter to turn back and get automatic, because with an op on that stairwell, if he missed that shot, it comes to a one-on-one.
Automatic, some great placement there. He actually could have, you're absolutely right, could have turned that round on his head. And they have the man disadvantage, but he only managed to get one there. Had he got two, that's pretty much a GG at that point. But NRG still not out of the woods just yet. You can see still tons of cash for TSM. And we'll see what kind of buy comes in. They do have the double AWP setup here, but it's going to take a full reinvestment in terms of all the grenades, getting everyone onto the rifle and stuff. So need to start getting some rounds in a row here, start building some bankroll. Otherwise, it's going to be TSM running away with map number 2 here in this best of 3. They're going into more of a default play here. 3 players actually towards the Palace area, though. So this could suggest maybe an A split coming in from the connector area. We've got 1 player in underpass, 1 towards top and middle. Smoke off towards the window, smoke off connector, push through with flashbangs, and you've got 3 players waiting in Palace to burst once you've taken all that attention. Silent is pushing off towards short. There's the smoke towards connector. I'm sure the window smoke has been dropped as well, exactly. So I know what's going on here. I could coach these guys. Matt, I don't think you could, but...
What does that mean?
You could be a good cheerleader.
What does that mean? I mean, I do look sick in a tiny skirt. Good shot from Peter, takes down Sick. But unfortunately, Semphis has answered the call. He's made it back into Lagia. It is still going to be a man advantage for TSM. This is reset territory for NRG. This is a desperate round. Peter with a good shot on FNS. But bomb still given up, going to be planted, and watch out toward middle. A late lurk from Automatic, makes it to window up, misses the shot, gives away his position. Does serve to distract Gobby long enough that it will let Twist take down Peter, and no refrag to come in. But they've got them split. 2 versus 2, no kits. Have to play this based on time, and Automatic takes down 1 more. Silent stuck in the site. It's going to be a reset. TSM has to pick this up, and I'm sure Semphis spotted him there. Through the box, he definitely has.
Definitely. Well then, it's going to be 8-3.
And a tactical timeout.
Well then, you know what that means, Matt? We're back on camera.
This is your favorite time of the day because you get to show off that new haircut.
That lovely new haircut. I basically did this, Matt, just so I didn't have to...
Do anything with your hair?
Do anything with my hair. It means I can sleep more in the morning when we're sharing hotel rooms. We're not bumbling around. Just trying
Thank God.
So that's why I did it. So
does that mean I can also
you get
sleep
full
longer?
use of the mirror. You decided to keep it long. I was doing a team player.
This is the like maintenance-free haircut, dude. You just leave the top long. What? I hate these headsets. You leave the top long. I have to leave it in because Reese will get mad at me because I won't be able to hear him, and we'll just do our own thing, and the show will fall apart. You just leave the top long. You shave the sides, and if it doesn't look good, then who cares?
Anyway, should we talk about the game a little bit? Instead of haircuts?
We could. TSM is absolutely dominating this A site. There's absolutely no presence inside of mid. Gobby is far too complacent on catwalking, getting pushed off a little bit too timidly. And then they walk into connector every single time. Like, he has done decent to get a 1-for-1 trade, but the problem is there's no one else around him.
That's all he's getting there. No one else is actually doing anything. So the thing is right now, Lagia, I was about to say Lagia, NRG aren't getting enough bankroll to actually start being a little bit more aggressive. They're not pushing for any kills. They're not getting information here. They're quite static. They're sat back and allowing actually TSM to have full control of every single situation. They're running a default saying, okay, they're not presenting anything to us at the start of the round. You fumble with that, I'll sort this out. They're not doing anything at the start of the round, so no one's pushing B apartments. No one's actually going the open towards a Palace or peeking towards the A ramp. They're sitting back in a very traditional CT hold, and then TSM are just pushing them back, smoking off connector, smoking off window, for example. A split comes in and actually out-fragging them as well. They need to start getting some more rounds in a row here. Obviously, they need more money, but still, I'd still like to see push up towards middle, find first frag, just stop any tactic that's coming in. Right now, TSM are executing their strategies of all 5 players alive with 100 HP and all their nades. They're not having to expend anything at the start of the round. That's a massive problem. There you go.
Well, the other issue now is they just called this timeout on an 8-3 scoreline after a full reset. They're facing a potential double eco setup. They're going to go for a full... If they go full save, they'll be fine maybe to force the next. And at this point, I might do so. But it's desperate.
Don't let go of this. The pin's been pulled. You can look after that. No one...
See how daring we can get.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
I like it. That hurts my neck. There's a lot of pressure on this thing. It wants to be released.
No, don't let go of that. So then, Matt, if you are just joining us,
if I let go of it, I'm going to throw it at the door over in the wall vicinity where I know Reese is on the other side of it. And then we'll duck behind the desk.
We're back in the room. Put the pin back in. Don't need to be pulled just yet.
Okay.
It's back in. It's all safe, everyone. It's been diffused.
I'm going to put my headphones back in so Reese can hear me. But Sempis, AWP, early to that position as well, because Justin's late to cross over toward connector. Not spotted, but does hit the shot on the Legionnaire. Twist's going to fade away after throwing the Molotov. Fadeaway jumper. Peter, desperate to hit something, just pre-fires the deagle in toward A main, but desperation will not amount to anything in this situation. Silent going to push up inside apartments as well, gets tons of information, pinches them off. Automatic's in a good position where he might be able to cut this off and actually get the read on him, though. That's the problem, but he's made it past that first challenge, and Automatic wasn't close enough to hear him fall down, so if they can slow them inside of A right now, this actually could be all right. The situation might be favorable. Gabi gets one, just to get two.
Ooh.
Snapshot on FNS. And now it definitely is because Silent comes in. Just line it up, Sam. And it's all down and done. It's down to the one-on-one. Silent's picked up the AWP, but he has no armor. Quick pop flash out, bomb dropped. Silent doesn't exactly know where it is, though. And Automatic's going to pick that up and run. He'll know it. And he switches to the AK as well to play out this one-on-one.
Here we go then, 1 versus 1. Silent, as you said, nothing more to work with than a AWP and a flashbang here. Makes a jumper towards short as well. This could be very beneficial towards him, depending on what kind of plan has been gone down. It's the short when he's not there in time. I think he just spotted him as well. Not sure if that's just the X-ray, but I saw him. But here we go, edging his way in. Now this becomes very difficult for him indeed. Has to pull up the PT-50 and somehow lands the shot, Matt. It's happened. The full eco from NRG. It comes down to Justin, I have to say. He's the one who got those 2 kills on the A side, got so much attention. Silent had great positioning, but still, Justin, somehow that silent USP coming out absolutely massively there. 1 versus 1, PT-50 prevails. Can you believe it?
Can you believe it?
Because I can't. I thought he was done for. As soon as he got that close range position with the AWP, I thought he was done for. Anyway, that was a full eco from NRG.
I mean, Justin's 2 shots in the sights were sick as well. That second one on FNS.
Yeah.
Razzle dazzle.
Razzle dazzle. That's what it's all about.
Pizzazz on that one. It was steezy is what it was.
Crusty.
Steezy. Do you know what steez means?
No.
Style with ease.
Steezy.
It was steezy.
Did that something you made up?
Bro, that was totally steezy. It's what the like stoned out snowboarders say.
I would know.
Don't aspire to be them.
No. Questions I mentioned before, but it seems like they are trying to gain some info here. They are changing things up, pushing towards those B apartments. I can't see who it is. If we can just have a look. There it is, Peter. So he's got the AWP in that position. So that gives them a ton of info. They can leave B a little bit more open now. And it's looking like TSM will be setting up towards an AXQ here. They've got a couple vitalized. No aggression, as I mentioned before, but it seems like they are trying to gain some info here. They are changing things up, pushing towards those B apartments. I can't see who it is. If we can just have a look. There it is, Peter. So he's got the AWP in that position. So that gives them a ton of info. They can leave B a little bit more open now. And it's looking like TSM will be setting up towards an AXQ here. They've got a couple of smokes, actually only 1 remaining. So this will be very basic, more of a contact play. Walking into the site. And flashbangs will come over, just trying to take away Silent's vision for a couple of seconds before they execute. It's a well-placed incendiary.
Ooh, Silent with a snapshot on Decemphis. When he gets the film developed, he'll realize that he got a kill with it as well. The obituary's red. But it's FNS to turn it back once more. Takes down Legia, and how does Peter get caught? Automatic finds him lurking from middle. Now it's just on Gabi in the window to turn back and try and close it off. Bomb's not planted out of this, though, so 21 seconds, and Automatic has to come up with a 1 versus 2.
Going to be smoked out of connector. Well, he'll be trying to push through all he can and smoke himself. Comes through, but Justin finds the final kill. 2 in a row now for NRG. Starting to get a little bit stronger. They have picked up an AWP as well. That helps boost the economy for them in general. But they've actually done some significant work to taking the money down from TSM. They need to make the decision now. Will they be forcing into this one or saving their money for the last round of this first half? It's going to be 8-5 here, and we're into round number 14. And they are not forcing this. Can we see the scoreboard? Okay, they have. There was just a little bit of delay. So they are
that's confusing sometimes when it's bought right at the end of the freeze time.
Yeah, so 3 AKs, well, 2 AKs, 1 Galil, and 2 Tech 9s. They've got some utilities to work with. It's that B execute we saw before. Yanko spotted it. We'll see whether it's the same sort of results. He did get the bomb down last time, but it's Silent this time with the M4, not Peter with the AWP. So this could be interesting. And they're getting ready to set up here. It's going to be Semphis in the underpass. He'll be coming in for the flanks. And here come the smokes and flashbangs back. Are you ready?
Are you ready? I am ready. Silent is not, because he's flashed up. He's caught in between two T players. Didn't quite realize it at first, but Gobby's got a shot with the shotgun. Dinks up as well toward Catwalk onto automatic. That could have been interesting, but the bomb's going to go down in the hands of Twist. Still 3 players. Lagia busts out the vent to fake that he's going toward Catwalk. That pulls 1 player away from the site. But it actually could be decent from Automatic's point of view, because if he jumps in, don't fail because you'll crater. Could actually make him be the sudden flank play. Into the site they go. Quick flash in. Twist down and out because he was fully blinded up, but Automatic, there it is, the flank. He's got the first one onto Peter, and Six not going to peek this.
Well, Sig just needs to stay alive as long as possible, give his teammate an opportunity here. Full defuse comes in, he finds a shot through the smoke, it works out, Lagia drops, and now it's just going to be Justin. Almost impossible situation, no kid as well, just has to go for this. Sig takes him down as well. Lovely play from there from TSM, all came down to Automatic. Like you said, he had no HP to play with. He had to come in for some clever plays there, and it's great communication, good synergy between him and Sig. Sig is not facing at all, didn't even want to give anything away, make them commit that the bomb was ticking away. And that's going to be NRG losing their momentum. They go into round number 15 here with next to nothing. A mag 7, 4, 5 7s. That's it, all the 7s. That's the number of the day. And you missed it at the beginning of the show. And it's going to be Justin going in to the underpass here, trying to do what he can.
Justin's going to be a little bit silent about this positioning, but 10-5 is possible. Run as fast as you dare, smoke out, try to stay alive, but they are going to push mid off of this. Lagia is going to be the top and the leader of this. Flash in from Semphis. The issue is, if I'm not mistaken, Lagia threw one back, and that should give him away, so Semphis just sits to hold the angle. Gobby gets sick, but caught in the end by Automatic, who made his way toward A main in the meantime. And that starts to pull the defense back down middle. Open it up. Semphis can go hunting. Goodwill hunting, Henry G.
9-5. It's going to be Justin trying to do some serious work on this again. TSM a little bit rattled here. They don't really know where they want to go with this. Justin just tagging down FNS, but he's going to get the good of him. And now we go to a 3-on-3. Automatic's pretty low. Just applying this pressure. It's Silent once again. They're doing everything they can here. I don't think it's going to be enough. Decent flashbang off the van there. I like that.
It's nifty. But he needs to get the kills to back it up. He manages one. Lagia's got the other one to Twist. This is still doable because it's 19 HP. 26 seconds. Has to commit to the B site. Down on the smoke. Spotted up already, though. And Molotov inside of this. Automatic's going to try and get clever and try and take the fight instead. Now Peter's there, and it's 9-6. So recovered, but not the greatest scoreline considering it is the CT side of Mirage.
Yeah, and 2 of those rounds as well where NRG had literally nothing to work with. That round just then, and then the round when they had the USPs and PT50s. So the gun rounds, they never really got rolling. They got 1, then fully reset, then they get 1, then fully reset, lose 3 rounds in a row. So for me, that was a pretty poor half from NRG, like I said. Not very dynamic, didn't really present anything too interesting to the table. Actually just sat back and was hoping they could get their crossfires working, but TSM executing their strats pretty much every time with 5 players, with everything they required, and they had full control of the mid as well, and it just seemed like NRG a little bit lost there. That's not the same team we saw when we watched Canopip, I have to say. They looked a lot more engaged when we watched them then. And I guess that was in their full outs. Was it Tabson they had? Was that the play they took?
Yes.
It was, wasn't he?
Who also played with Mouseboard. So it was a player to bring in to go along effectively with Lagia and Gobby.
Indeed. Well then.
That knife is baller.
I don't like it.
Why not?
It's too big.
That's the first time you've ever said that, Henry.
You're not allowed to do that. We're going to be professional.
Dude, to be fair, if I had that knife, I'd just call it David.
Yes, I think everyone would.
Well, have they? Because that's what I would do. Sick inside the site. They're going to try and run right past him. He has to hit those shots. Big misses, and now there's a chance they can wrap into his position. It is going to be Peter and Lagia that combine for the kill. And Silent taking down Semphis beforehand means a late rotation coming in from TSM because their closest players have fallen. But FNS, he's got Gob beat. And Peter wants to fend off this flank that's coming in right now from Twist. He's got a decent Gooch to start it off, down to 3 HP.
Yeah, he knows he's headshot him as well. He's definitely going to face this again. And he headshots him again for good matches. It's going to be 2 remaining CTs here. Easy kill for Lagia. And now Automatic. Surely can't do anything with this. No kit, just a USP and armor. I'm going to be hoping that someone faces him to give him an inch, and hopefully he'll take a mile. Sallex gets him. Let's get back to that Bowie point. They released that knife after like a month after he died. I assumed it'd be some sort of homage to him, but it's really not, is it? There's nothing really...
No, it's probably already planned.
Yeah. I was hoping it would be. They'd do
just a knife with his face on it.
They do like a Ziggy Stardust kind of skin with it, like kind of...
Ooh, I like
cool,
that.
Right?
I like that.
Has like some like stars and stuff in it, but you know, probably not going to happen. But if you do, please don't.
Ziggy played guitar. You probably like David Bowie a lot, don't you?
Yes, he was good. A hero of mine.
A hero?
Yeah.
Were you sad?
Yeah, like whenever people like that die, it's always very
Robin Williams
emotional.
got me the hardest.
Yeah, that was always very sad as well.
Flash around the corner, automatic takes silence. As Combi has the UMPs, pursued to take down automatic. Extremely low on HP. Nice shot from Twist from that range, to be fair. But they need to get the read on this. There are still 2 players on the CT side out from the A side. It's Semphis and FNS that are going to try and elect to rotate back. And if they get there in time, if they're indecisive on NRG's side, they could actually start to stack inside of this B site with still 2 more to find.
4 on 3 now. There's been a lot of these rounds where their pistols have been stepping up. This is the force buy from TSM. It's a bold move to make, but they want to assert themselves and they feel like they're playing well enough. And I think I agree with this one, considering they have the man advantage now as well. Semphis has gone on 17 HP, and NRG, with a lack of utility, they do pick up another smoke there on the gear. So now it gives them a couple more options. Good smoke off towards kitchen. There'll be 1 player towards that white van area. That will be Twist. And we'll see whether they can coordinate themselves to take him down effectively. May lose 1 frag here, but if we can just do 1 for 1 and get the bomb planted, that should be absolutely fine.
Shot by Justin to start it off, follows it with a 2nd. Make it now a 3rd as he builds up. 3 in the round, a 4th to find. Quick fake on the plant to try and bait out the last remaining player. That's Semphis. Watch the timing, 17 HP. It's just a CZ 75 to work with.
You should better pick up a gun, surely.
Shorts. No, it's got to be 4x3. And he snaps back. Maybe it wasn't, and his team...
In favour of Justin, he's been playing pretty lights out this whole series, to be fair. And now it's going to be a full eco from TSM. That will heavily affect him. I missed whether they had all 5 players on armour. I'm not sure. Semphis would be the AWP, obviously. I'm not sure. I can't really...
Semphis would be, yes.
I know he's the AWP, I mean, but did he buy armour?
Oh, I actually didn't catch that either, Henry, because I was too busy.
Well then, NRG do manage to hold on. Another clutch coming in favour of Justin. He's been playing pretty lights out this whole series, to be fair. And now it's going to be a full eco from TSM. That will heavily affect him. I missed whether they had all 5 players on armour. I'm not sure. Semphis would be the AWP, obviously. I'm not sure. I can't really...
Semphis would be, yes.
I know he's the AWP, I mean, but did he buy armour?
Oh, I actually didn't catch that either, Henry, because I was too busy...
We're talking about David Bowie
watching
and
Peter
Robin Williams.
Rexic. Dude, don't do it again. I'm already sad. FNS has down Justin.
Should we watch Dead Poet Society tonight?
Ooh, I like that one. Oh, Captain, my Captain. We're going to watch 1 hour photo.
Okay. Or Mrs. Doubtfire.
That's a completely different mood, but I like it.
Anyway, pretty simple round here. FNS has picked up a Galil. Twist on the P250, but they are out of this round. I think saving this Galil, considering the force by in the 2nd round, that's actually pretty viable. Take that. They've got a CZ as well and a Molotov. That all helps. So try and stay alive, FNS, for goodness sake.
Oh, you better be good for goodness sake. Silent,
just
gonna
die,
take down FNS. That's, yeah.
Just die. Don't even bother saving it. Why would you want to? Now he has to get into round with M4 body armor.
I mean, to be fair, it's kind of like me. I lose phones, I just keep buying them again instead of saving them, you know what I mean?
You don't always buy them, though, do you?
True, true. Sometimes I steal them from homeless people.
Do they have phones?
In this day and age, Henry, everyone has a phone.
How do they charge them? Starbucks, maybe?
Yeah, probably.
It's all fine. Well then, the first gun round here, NRG have to hide things up. It's going to be 9-9. If you are just joining us, they won the first map in overtime. It was, what, 19-16, I think. And so far, it looks like TSM are running away with this one. They actually have managed to pull their way back into it. PTR is going to be going with the MAC-10. This is Jaden-esque map.
I have no issues with it.
Missed Molotov, though. That's going to be big.
That's huge. Inside of the window, that actually gives them a bit of a problem because...
No, it's okay. They rectified it with the
listen,
second.
Henry, I was going to dramatize things. That's what good casters do. Shot through the window. Justin gets it, but he goes low on HP. Everyone's low on HP. Twist and Automatic are going to take advantage of this as well. Silent managing 1 more, but Twist takes him down at TSM. In a great position. Silent's done miracles already in this game. But he's got 15 HP yet to work with. And the bomb dropped up on the balcony. He would have to go far back to grab it. It's going to be concluded before that happens.
Should still be money here available for NRG. That's almost like the fun round. You go in, you got the Mac 10, you try and do something a little bit silly, try and go fast, try and force something. You saw them trying to get towards short, B split coming in quick, but TSM holding up very effectively. Good crossfires from short and apartments area as well. They lock it down, but still not out of the woods just yet. They had a lack of utility and head armor last round, so they're reinvesting. The money has been pretty much expended, so still on the cusp of getting fully reset here. And FNS got a Molotov himself, but it's redundant because PTR bodies him as well towards window. And now 2 players remaining on A. That's going to be Semphis and Sick. Justin now waiting for the reaction, seeing if anyone will be trying to push him here. But the smoke coming in from Connector from the terrorists takes away the vision from the CTs, and God B just making his way towards short, pushing them back, taking away even more vision.
Oh, he did spot him. That's sexy.
It's a very, very tiny angle you can get beneath that smoke to watch some feet crossing, and somehow works out for Justin. Looking to do it again. It could actually work out twice here.
This could work out twice. Oh, he didn't cross. Okay, I was going to say, I think he might have gotten by, but Sick in the corner waiting desperately for him to push through.
Justin's
he
clever.
Also has control of Connector and they have Palace right now.
All he has to do is wait for his teammate. Laguia's coming up. Justin doesn't need to commit to this, so if he dies, it's going to be a one and done. For Sick, it should be at least. I've got to check in. Nice work from them. And it's going to be the round guaranteed, and that's the reset for TSM. They probably want to save their weapons this one.
Automatic through the smoke, returns the favor. Justin served the first time as God B will go down. Bomb's planted though because that smoke serves to cover off CT spawn and allows the plant to happen. Good shot from Justin. Takes down Twist, but he's on 14 HP. Has to find the angle against Automatic and can't do it. But Otto's just trying to run away and save. He's gonna get caught. He's gonna get caught from Catwalk.
No, he's got this, he's got this.
Henry.
Come on.
He's gonna get caught from window. Watch. Dead now, of course.
Sometimes you gotta believe to succeed.
I'm the one that's normally the believer, and even I didn't believe Henry G.
Pause coming in. Come back to us. Quick. Quick.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Quick up.
Don't.
Quick up.
Don't.
Quick up.
Reference game incredibly on point.
10-10. And we take a pause at this scenario in online games because we don't really want to see the buys coming in.
So considering it was 9-6, which it didn't really look like it was going to be. It's only 25 seconds, Henry.
How do you know?
Because I was just told by the lovely sound in my ear. What is that?
Just having a stretch, mate. It's late here, isn't it? It's 2 in the morning.
I'm having a stretch, mate. Are you having a giggle?
Having a giggle, having a bubble bath.
I was going to say, this is now 4 rounds that have gone to NRG to bring this game back a little bit more even. So that 9-6 could make
it would have been a little bit more even. You mean dead even?
It's not dead even.
10-10.
It's never dead even. If you look at the kills, there's probably been more for one team than the other.
Well, it's definitely more than a little bit
other.
even, isn't it? It's exactly
It's a little even. It's not dead even, Henry. Come on.
10-10.
If it was dead even, then all of a sudden, that knife is huge. That's not a knife.
That's a spoon.
All right, we're back.
Full eco for TSM. Potentially a double eco now.
Huge stack, but the bomb's already over on the B site. This should be figured out by Justin.
Yeah, this is what guns he got. So this is perfect. He's the recon player. This is a prime example of how this player should operate. He goes in, even if he dies, he should just be taking 1 down with him. He'll give the call off that there's a stack. His teammates on the other side of the map with the bomb as well can go for that full B play. So he spotted 1. And let's watch the rotations on the minimap. They're actually getting back towards A, so he hasn't called it off just yet. I just assume... Oh, I can't get that.
Come on, Justin. Just go out and die so you can tell your teammates not to do the same. They're going. Justin's got Semphis. That's all they have to start this off. Watch underneath the Palace. This will be good. Get roasted. Yeah, run out. Get roasted. Get roasted. Get sprayed down. Silent with 2.
Get crispy.
Get crusty.
Get crusty.
His automatic, though, is going to make this interesting. Does get 2 kills of his own. And behind the firebox, the spray control from Gabi will prevail, though.
Entertaining round. TSM, though, still don't have enough to buy. It's tempting to force in this one. You can see Automatic could drop an AWP, but they're going to go for the more conservative approach here on the CT side, which I'd say is definitely more advised in this scenario. So Automatic definitely can drop an AWP next round. And this should be another simple procedure for NRG. They will be taking a pretty comfortable lead after this. It's currently, what, like 5-1? We're going to be 6-1 in the second half. So doing some great work here.
Yeah, this is solid.
This is TSM's pick. Train was NRG's, and we'll see what FNS has got up his sleeve here. It's going to be an underpass with the CZ. Focusing to more on the B side of the map this time. Justin, once again, his nemesis, Sick, on the balcony, same position.
Does he have the flu or is he have cold?
I think they're similar ailments, aren't they?
Could be worse. Let's hope it's not. Laguia's waiting for this, but is he going to calculate the push? Gets one. Twist is able to trade it because the spray transfer already happened.
Look at this standoff. Justin's probably not going to check his feed. Surely face by now, yeah.
Do it. That's good bait out, actually. Really well done from Justin.
How did he
fool me once, shame on you. Actually, he didn't even really fool me the first time, but shame on you anyway. Silent going to come back around the top. Does get over top of the stairs position to find Sempus at jungle.
Oh, they have managed to save an AK.
And they're going to boost him so he can play this.
Like
this is nice. Yeah.
I like that. Twist. Twist's the player's actually impressed me quite a lot, you know.
You know what? It's because he's Canadian.
Is he actually?
Yep.
Actually, the thing is about Twist, he's not that consistent.
Nice try. Nice try.
I always thought he was not the greatest, but he's okay, you know.
All right. So back being impressed by Twist. As the player with the least amount of experience at the top echelon on this team, yeah, I mean, he's definitely showing some stuff. Strutting his stuff. Doing his thing.
I was told that TSM have actually got a Canadian flag. But they actually haven't.
It depends, because Sempus is also Canadian, so... okay, so apparently they requested the US flag, which means they're all dead to me. And Sempus has been caught with wearing a US flag on his shoulder.
He's actually Canadian.
FNS is Canadian as well, so there's 3 Canadians on the team, which technically means they are a Canadian team.
But they request the American flag.
I'm going to burn them and banish them from my land.
That says a lot to me, Matt.
That says that they're dicks and I don't want to be friends with them anymore.
You're very proud of where you're.
We are, but obviously they deserve to be kicked out of the country.
Well then, we all learned something today.
Obviously they know they're from NA, they're playing NACS, and they don't want to embarrass Canada, so they want to put on the US flag instead.
Okay, you found some way to make it a positive. Anyway,
I'm gonna tweet them about this. We're gonna speak.
Gonna settle this.
I'm triggered by this.
Speaking of triggered, PTR is ready to pull his and underpass. He'll be edging his way up, looking for this first pick towards connector. There is going to be a player waiting for him as well. Damage done towards FNS. No real aggression coming from the CTs here. Just PTR trying to close in, see if he can get information for his teammates and whether they can actually face from the top of the middle here. Going to be finding room to do so. Sempus back on the orb. This is a big round for TSM. Nice bonus accumulating. Looks like a boost potentially coming in. Peter's going to be sending the gear up. Going through the smoke, has to navigate his way through. There is going to be a player waiting for him as well. This next frag will be coming in momentarily. It's going to be FNS flashing. Actually, a Molotov. That's a really strange face from him. He has no intel or no real footing to actually go for that face. He gets taken down. The gear did have a great position. I was going to say, automatic should have that kill as well, but somehow NRG taking a huge advantage here. Fantastic work from the gear, getting the rotation on towards Twist as well. That's the round done for. Unless Sempus can somehow pull out an absolute miracle here. Legear applying the pressure towards Spawn.
Doesn't deserve it. I hope he dies. He wants to be American. Sempus, and he does. He goes down.
I think you need to get this chip on your shoulder, otherwise his cast won't work.
To be fair, the guy grew up in Calgary.
Right.
I'd want to be an American too if I lived in Calgary.
Is it nice?
No.
Oh,
it's quite boring.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like, Calgary's so bad that.
Yeah.
You don't like
to be fair, it's a very clean city. It's polished. They had a good Olympics there in the 80s, but the structure of it's a little too boring for me. Saddle Dome's cool. They have the Stampede. During the Stampede, everyone gets their rowdy on.
What's the Stampede?
The Calgary Stampede. It's like a rodeo.
Oh, I don't like that, Matt. Don't like cruelty to animals. So
that has actually, it's been a pretty large debate over the last few years. That said, we do have a tactical pause coming in. NRG 3, so a very solid T side.
A lot of subjects coming up, a lot of important topics.
Reese, ignore the request and put the Canadian flag back in, please.
I don't think you can mid-game.
Can we make that happen, Reese?
I think you have to do it before the game starts.
You can do it in the overlay.
Can he? He's just gonna
drop in a Canadian flag.
That's part of the game.
No, but we can just put an overlay over that flag.
All right. Oh, we'll work on that.
So yeah, if Reese, you got about another 30 seconds this time out. Get on it. Yeah, this is shocking stuff considering it was 9-6 for TSM at the halftime. And again, we talk about Mirage being a CT-based map time and time again. Obviously, different teams and this far into CS and this much of an established meta.
You're talking about like proper
general statistics.
Proper tier 1 CSI, right? And that's when it's very easy to say how it goes down. We haven't watched these teams before, really, like in terms of like last time we casted NRG, they didn't have the full lineup. We've never casted TSM recently, so it's difficult to say how it's going to go down. We don't know who's strong or what, who has particular nuances in terms of their executions, but NRG, they look like they were actually really up against it for so long in that first half. I'm not sure how it's got to this position. TSM, their money situation's spiraling out of control right now. They have force ball once again, Matt. This could be one of the penultimate rounds because after this, they won't have anything to play with. And they need to make sure they get this in the bag. It's going to be Famas's AWP and a CZ. We'll see what Legia can do once again.
Ooh, spots one. Second there for the bait and switch, but good shot from Legia, excuse me, will not be able to allow that to be a possible situation. Twist is going to go forward. They're not going to expect him to be here. And he is going to get the shot, the headshot at that, upgrade to the AK, fall back out and take over the mid.
Yeah, but the terrorists are very passive considering.
This actually works because there's no one in B. He wins that kill and they're suddenly going to put all their attention on middle. They can easily slip in undetected. And it's going to be Peter that faces jump. What is Semphis looking at? Is he double scoped in on that?
I have no idea. I don't think we have replays here, but I have no idea.
We do have replays. What do you think, Adam? Lovely little Adam.
Oh, you're right. There's
Adam
a man here, isn't it? Can we make sure we get a replay if we can of him? If there is,
I don't know how he works the perspectives for this replay.
See, that's what I meant.
4 players, though, from the terrorist side going to be working over toward this B site. Twist is the only one directly in it. He has to confront this. He has to play this so carefully in behind those pillars. And a Molotov, very smart, is going to force him into the open. Gobby gets the shot. And the bomb is going to come into the site.
They're going to have absolutely nothing next round.
Get wrecked.
Get wrecked. Who's getting wrecked?
They have nothing next round. Get wrecked.
And they say we're not professional.
I'm not professional. What about you?
I'll try to be. Try my best.
Again, you're going down with me, Henry.
2 players remain. Automatic does pick up the AWP, so that's something. They had to get something out of this round, but FNS, poor old FNS, or Finesse, if you will, is just going to CZ. He's got head armor. But it's going to be redundant, really, next round. 14-10 now. NRG getting a very convincing lead there. TSM went for the aggressive push towards underpass. The gear gets the first pick, and then a very passive hold from NRG, but they make it work. That plan towards speed, like you said, comes in and automatically. You need to be careful. Why would you face it? You don't need to get kills. You need to stay alive.
Mate.
Come on. Look at the money. Was that worth it? They've got like 13K.
Oh, get an opt-out.
Who?
TSM.
Yeah, that's one they saved. I had lost that.
But the way they did it, I thought it was going to be a solo op, and then they were able to transition it around to get it back to Semphis goes glass cannon. So this is actually better than I would have thought considering the situation.
It's not great though. Semphis, like you say, glass cannon, 1 smoke. He was peering at the top right of mid for some reason last round. I can't really explain that. It's a full-on B-rush coming in here, trying to do what they can, but that's great damage done with that alley-oop combo from Twist and Automatic. It's going to be 3, 4 Automatic, burning them to the crisp there.
Finally, they get something rolling. Bomb down. So there you go. They may have lost the second member, which I know triggered you, but they do keep an AWP up. Semphis! What is Semphis doing? That is ridiculous. Maybe he's still mad at Shazam, wants to get revenge on all of his teammates. Takes down Justin, though. Does make up for that very weird and odd moment.
You're very weird and odd.
That's accurate.
But who wants to be normal anyway, Matt?
Exactly. That's what I always say.
14-10, but it's going to be brought back to 14-11. PTR won't be able to do much with this. Bombs down. And at this point, TSM have got 5 players alive. So this could be very similar scenes to what we saw in train, Matt. Almost identical scoreline, albeit 1 round difference. And I feel like TSM are going to bring this back to overtime. I'm going to call it right now. They seem revitalized. They're ready.
This is what happened last time to them as well.
That's what I just said.
This is what happened last time to them as well.
That's what I just said.
I'm not doing it again. This is what happened this time, because now they've got 2 AWPs up and the money's rolling. They're going to go against Peter on a single op. Peter's going to head toward A and try and catch the transition player, but they aren't electing to run anyone through CT toward that jungle stairway position. They're putting them out through mid, and they jump down. So aggressive stance to try and get inside a connector right now from FNS. Automatic's a little bit slower about getting in position, but he's going to watch the underpass, smoke out to allow him to do so. This is becoming something that's a little bit more predictable as well, and if teams start to pick up on it, they can spray through. Gobby does good damage, but Automatic, good movements, jumps up on top of the railing and, well, sprays him down.
Well, got the man advantage now. It's just fall back to the sides, force the T's into make the next mistake, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Peter and Justin push through the smoke. Someone just trying to put on the side there, but it's not going to be enough. TSM, like I said, grinding back now. You feel like this could be enough to get them back into this one. We can see the money still pretty strong for NRG. I think it's going to take maybe 2 more, and that could be the overtime procedure. We'll see what's going to happen as the rebuy does come in. We haven't seen the alt purchase just yet. There it is. Peter gets it, but he's going up against 2 of them on the T side. Oh, sorry, the TSM side. Sempus and Sick will be running with those weapons. So then round number 27. I feel like TSM look a bit stronger now. They're getting aggressive as well. They still feel confident. Automatic pushing up middle. This could be his downfall though. A missed shot from Peter. Does actually rectify it though, and it's not going to be Sempus returning. So they have got the man advantage. That was a big play from the CTZ. Normally you'd have a couple of players and Sempus should be hitting that shot, to be honest, in the return. He missed, and now NRG can slow things right down. It's a similar sort of scenario. Wait for the CT reaction to come in. This is the readjustment. Sempus moving towards short, looking to get the next frag, but he gives his position away with that shot. Going to be flashed once again. Needs to be so careful to hit. Should hit 1, but going to be taken down. 3 on 3. Twist gets a reply towards goal B. Good positioning there.
Decent positioning, yep. Can try and cut off Sick. And if Sick actually goes back, okay, he's being a little bit smart about this because he's considered the possibility. No, I take it back. He hasn't. He's just playing passive on the A side. If he had stayed towards CT, he could have cut off Legia coming out that vent. Better still, he finds FNS without even committing toward this.
Yeah, this is a really intelligent play from Legia.
And they still don't know where they're going because of it. Good shot. Well done.
Yeah, just all about him that round. Absolutely fantastic stuff from him. Very, very clever awareness and just controlling the round by himself. And that's the round guaranteed. Twist has no justification even going for this one. He should be taken down. Legia's got his number once again. Just very nice stuff. That's just game sense 101 for him.
So map and series point for what is now known as the terrorists, but it's actually NRG. Any thoughts? Final thoughts, Henry?
Final thoughts on what subject? This game or something random and arbitrary? Like
everything. I'm about to kill you, so this is it. This is your moment.
Final thoughts. It's been a good run. Thanks for everyone that's stuck by me. And don't remember me for the way I am right now. Remember me as I was 2 years ago.
Agreed. Justin waiting on the slope. Trying to get on the flower pot in case anyone pushes through into that corner. You can see just clipping the edge of it.
Look at the name of Justin's AK. Doing my best for FNS.
I like it. Spitting bars, bro. One single bar.
Ooh.
That'll hurt. Actually,
That's
it doesn't. It must have gone behind the wall behind him. That's pretty nifty.
CSGO grenades.
Yeah, to be fair, it's a pretty thick cinder block wall, dude.
Always surprising me.
They did actually have Silent push pretty far up inside the B apartments, but he couldn't get information over toward B, so they've elected to go back over toward A instead. Clear out middle slowly, perhaps go for a window boost. They've gone passive on it from the CT side. FNS spotted up, taken down by Justin. That was some slow reactions from FNS.
Still, great shot from Justin. That gives them some entrance now on towards the A side, but Sempus is ready. And now the smoke grenade. Surely don't just face towards spawn, Justin. You've got to be clever about this. Flashbang or something. Don't give him an easy shot. At least he shoulder peeks it, baits it out. Now they've got some serious chances to actually get up to the side. But a couple of kills coming for TSM. Make it 3. Automatic get down PTR. And now this should be the round over. But there's some lag coming in there. But it's going to be 3 players remaining for TSM.
And the money not great. We could see another overtime game here, Henry. TSM is actually doing an excellent job right now to keep this alive, considering that we came into this not expecting much from them. Obviously, NRG has been doing very well as of late in the North American landscape. But we'll see how it pans out. They do go for the save. They've got 1 round in hand to play with, so rather than forcing here and leaving themselves in a worser situation with a very little bonus to gain, they actually are playing the longer game, playing this the smart way. Op toward window. The only op this time for the CTs. It's in the hands of Sempus, not surprisingly.
Well, it's going to be pistols and a couple of flashbangs to the smoke to try and take over middle and B. It looks like the B split potentially coming in. You'd assume that smoke will be coming towards window momentarily. Let's see the smoke coming over. That's actually going towards short, so it's similar sort of outcome. But Sempus still with positioning to take these players going towards short here. I'm sure he'll get 1. That's the timing really against him. Okay.
That works. Gets one at least, but one crossing over means Twist has more to do inside of the site. Good spray toward Peter, tries to transfer it over, and he does get silent. 3 quick kills, and I have to say, when you are Canadian, you are baller. Like, yeah,
that's all you've got about that. When you're not Canadian, you are baller. Great. Can you sing the national anthem for us?
Oh, Canada, our home and nature. I can't do the official one because they go to French halfway through, and I always forget the words.
Damn. Well, it's a good try. You got 3 words out of it. 15-14 now. Round number 13. It's going to be the buy coming in from NRG. They have got the ult back out on towards Peter. Silent just on the CZ. 3 AKs, a lack of utility. And we'll see how the double orb setup for CTs can be effective here. It's going to be Sick and Sempis running with that. Of course, Sempis this time repositioning himself towards the B apartments. That's been struggling a little bit towards middle, I should say. But Twist is going to be joining him. They're going aggressive here. I like this. The problem with that is it looks like a fast A split coming in from the terrorists. So they're going to be out of position here if NRG do decide to act right now. FNS got his work cut out for him.
Sempis is going to get aggressive toward the catwalk this time instead. It actually could pay off. He gets around the corner. He'll be able to spot them in connector, and that's exactly what happens as Peter goes down. So first blood to TSM, and with Silent limited to just the CZ, Gobby has to spray this down on Sick, who gives himself up to make it an even situation, but bombs dropped. FNS still in toward that sandwich position. Justin might get one back in turn, but it's a 3 versus 2. And Justin gets above the smoke towards Shadow. Bomb going to be planted. He has to protect him off from both angles because it's a late smoke out from Gobby. This will give him the freedom of movement, but Twist again is on the flank, and Justin doesn't seem to be considering it at this point in time. In fact, hasn't turned even still. This could be huge for Twist.
Flashing into CT spawn, Gobby should be pushing through that smoke, I'd assume. But Sempis now waiting for this. He actually didn't push, okay, so Gobby's just sitting on the side. He's in a horrible position now. He doesn't really know where the CDs are coming from, but good news for him is no one from that side of the map. It's going to be Justin. We've seen him hold this angle before. Doesn't hit a shot this time. Sempis gets it. We're going to overtime, of course.
Of course, 2 straight games it'll go to overtime, and a series that could as well go to a 3rd map still, as TSM is able to push this to the absolute limit. 33 kills for Automatic in this game.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Double overtimes, though. We saw it on train. We're seeing it again. I called it, Matt. I'm not going to lie. I did call that one, so... You
did. Your mic is going all over your shirt and doing weird things. Can we just wear headsets? You're muted, Henry. Get wrecked. So, about that and about Henry G, the thing is with him, he wears this flannel shirt because he really secretly wants to be Canadian. And unfortunately, we left his country for a reason, and you're not welcome. You're not invited.
Sorry, what did you say?
Nothing.
I'm back now, I think.
Back in the room.
Overtime again, boys.
Not surprising, considering once the momentum came. I mean, it was the hard part was when they lost the first 3 rounds, and then they got a reset early on in the half. The money never really built up for TSM. Once they got to that double op setup, they actually used it really well.
Yeah, you're right. The double op setup was good. They actually were being much more dynamic than we saw NRG. NRG, like I said before, I think I said it like 3 times. They were just sitting back and allowing just TSM to do whatever they wanted. TSM, although they weren't successful every time, they were changing it up. They were actually making the orb move position every time. You saw Sempis towards the end there, going towards B, and then go towards middle. They were using underpass effectively as well. So that's how you should be playing Mirage. That's how most top teams will play it. You can't really sit back and allow them to do the terrorists do whatever the hell they want, and you will get punished for that. But it is going to be overtime. TSM grind back into it, and we're going to see how this one goes down. It was NRG that capitalized before. MR3,
yes, it was.
10K.
Yep.
And this is where Peter really came to life on train. So maybe he can replicate that sort of form. Who knows?
And our favorite friend who likes to be temperamental about working overtime because apparently he thinks he should be paid more has protested.
Who's this?
Ebot.
Oh, not him.
So we are dealing with the biggest pest in the industry. To be fair, he's the most useful guy I know as well.
Why are you referring to him as a real man?
Because he is a real man.
Is he like every
Bots are real, Henry.
Yeah.
I exist. I am living proof.
Bot sadicist.
Yep.
The real deal.
Proud of it. That said, they're just going to quickly restart the server. It gives us more splendid time to discuss some of what we've seen on this map. Not a lot of execution from NRG, which I would have expected more of on the A side as well. Didn't really see much smokes at all.
This isn't a map they look very comfortable with, completely. I'd say their CT side was pretty poor. As I said, didn't really have those. It's not so much set pieces on the CT side, but it's more like having options to go with. So I'd say, like, let's do this setup, or let's go with this push, and let's have this kind of setup. But to be fair, their money really never got rolling in that sense. They didn't really have that much to work with. They didn't have all the smokes and molotovs and the flashbangs to fall back with. They were always on the back foot, trying constantly chasing. So it's understandable, but still, like, I'd still, even though their gun rounds and maybe after some of those pauses, I'd be chucking some of those in, trying to mix things up, even like getting pairs towards Palace or underpass and lower ramp and stuff. But just wasn't very impressed with their CT overall, I have to say. But they will be starting on the CT side this time, so we'll see what they bring to the table.
Take that back.
Oh, no,
it should.
Yeah, I can see it on the screen right
yeah,
now.
it should be. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it should be swapped around.
Yeah.
VODs being a little...
Basically, okay, so what they're going to do is basically redo... The Bowie knife looks crazy on the in-game overlay. Why?
No one's that into it. It's just you.
Dude, it's
like, that's why no players use it apart from him.
Actually, that's funny. I said it's sick. It's sick that's using it. Basically, they're going to redo the knife so that they can just pick sides, because when they rejoin the server, you have to start overtime on the side that you finished regulation. So it should be T side for NRG.
Any final thoughts, Matt?
Oh, are you about to kill me?
If I'm going to go down, I'm going to take you with me. That's the only way. I think that's what will happen to us.
Yeah.
And then we'll go down as legends.
No.
What if you've forgotten the next week? Won't be immortalized at all, just dead.
Yeah.
You know. Oh, those guys died. Anyway, what's
replaced by Scrawny from Reddit instantly. There you go. We're done. Yeah. Gonna kill our legacy.
Well, we had a good run.
The fickle nature of the
10
crowd.
months was good.
It was all right. I mean...
When's our 1-year anniversary, by the way?
August.
Okay.
August 3rd. Yes, August 3rd.
Oh, did you have that written down in your diary?
I'm just really good with stupid dates for absolutely no reason. Like, it's actually ridiculous.
Is that the first day I met you or the first cast we did?
First day you met me, I believe. I did the ESL Cologne qualifier and then flew that direction. And we met up for PGL.
That's it. I remember the moment I walked into the apartment, you were there.
And you said I had better hair than you.
It's true now, but well, I'm not sure. I think I was just being nice then.
Oh, well, that was very nice of you.
Well, it looks like we are not getting into this just yet. I think this is Ebot kind of messing around still. It's going to be MR3, first to 19, 10K.
Any minute. And it's what they're being told.
Any minute. So obviously we talk about the double orbs being an issue on MR3, 10K. Most teams will be running that on the CT side. You can't spin with the cables. Stay still.
You're right, I'm sorry.
Could have wrecked the studio again. Matt actually spilled a whole cup of tea yesterday, hot tea, piping hot tea all over the cables.
It was freezing cold tea. That's why I spilled it. I was not drinking it.
Anyway, it was tea.
You should hear the update I just got. What? Justin joined the wrong team, so they have to redo all that process again.
Awesome. Just what we need right now.
Sick, bro.
No problem whatsoever. That's not going to be a problem. So, Matt, I know you like bananas. I thought I'd get you this as a halftime treat.
Yes. I can't eat on stream, but...
Just save it for after we're done. If this game ever ends, of course.
It's not going to. Do you know what Mirage in overtime has in common with us?
What?
78 rounds.
Oh, that was a tough day at the office.
Actually, looking back on it, it was fun.
It was just a long day. We were the only casters, of course, so we did. That was the last game of the day. Oh, we've got more updates.
How did you know?
Because I can hear it.
Can you actually hear it? I can't hear it unless they're I'm going deaf. This is the end of me. No, live in 90 seconds is what they said, Henry G.
Okay, so
MR3 10K, talk me through it.
We've done that.
Let's do it again.
So there's 3 rounds either half. It's a first
I didn't mean like that. I meant
more of the
strategy.
Game. All right, cool. So I was about to ask you the same thing. Oh, doesn't look like we're getting ready.
No, we are. Trust me, we're going to be
so what we've seen from both teams so far, it's going to be NRG on the T side. We talked about them actually looking a little bit poor, but they have bounced it back and they got themselves to overtime. So who knows? After the first half, I wasn't too convinced. TSM, to me, looked like the better CT side. They've got the better ideas and going forward and actually presenting aggression and actually changing things up. I feel like they're going to win this overtime. I think they get a 3-0 here in the first half. I think they'll just have to find one round. I'm going to call a 3-0 right here, right now. I feel like Semphis is going to step up. He's not going to be staring towards the top right corner of middle. And
to be fair, the round after he almost shot his teammate for like the most bizarre reason in the world, he took 2 kills. So
we'll see what happens, though. Justin, for me, like when he's live in any clutch situation, that's the only rounds they're really winning on their T side was when he was just providing clutches out of nowhere, right? Like he was just getting absolutely sick.
Yeah, it wasn't. He was efficient more than anything too, because there was multiple rounds where it wasn't even a clutch or so, but he'd get 2 or 3 kills inside of the site. He did have a sick 3K 1v2 in the first half where they did go on to win it.
Cool. What are your predictions?
NRG 3-0. I'm going to go against you.
Okay, cool. So what's the bet?
Purple hair.
Whoever Whoever loses has to...
Purple hair.
Purple hair. What, we've both got black hair. You wouldn't even see it.
Blonde hair?
Blonde hair. It's probably a bit too high stakes for this kind of bet.
It is, to be fair.
It's not like I really believe in my prediction, to be honest.
Well then, good to know you're a fake. So initially, off the start of spawn, they are going to put their attention over toward the B site, but it could very quickly shift and rotate through the underpass as they have got Peter already out toward the boxes. And he has the AWP. So the cat smoke means Automatic won't have the same amount of vision, but there is a gap between the two and they'll dissipate unevenly, which means he can start to watch that angle. Justin as well looking to try and come out from Palace. And it is Silent that wants to work from underpass. Gobby taking advantage of those smokes is going to get to work connector first, though. Down middle on his own. And FNS has to hold this off. Watching window, considering the boost, but flashed off. They might overlook him in this situation, and it does set for a crossfire as TSM just obliterates them inside of the site. It's down to Justin. He's gone as well.
Lovely stuff there from TSM. I said it was going to be a 3-0, Matt. You didn't believe me. So your prediction's wrong already.
Well, blonde hair.
We're going to do it on stream after this game. I think...
Just go get a bucket of bleach. I'll dip my head in.
Toilet bleach. Just burn your skin off your scalp. Yeah, that'd be really nice. We're going to do that.
It wasn't funny until you made it graphic.
All right, 1-0, and now Justin, his trademark positioning. It looks like he's working most of the picks. It seems like on train as well, he was the one trying to work these kind of areas, find a pick. He seems very efficient at it, like you said. The TSM back on this double orb setup. It should be fine now. If you win the first round in money, is normally okay going forward. It's only if you lose the first, it gets a little bit precarious. But here we go then.
Nice nade.
Not bad.
That one's a little better with the Molotov. FNS did spot them. That's why they threw those out, because he made the jump across to the stairwell.
The gear, the log player, of course. It looks like an AXQ coming in for the terrorists. And this is a little weird face. If you're going to face it that goes together,
that works.
Doesn't matter though. Sick finds two. Somehow, I don't really know how he gets away with
definitely shouldn't have worked like that.
Just a little quick note while waiting for this to build up. You can see some CTs not getting head armor. The money can be an issue. Doesn't really matter against AKs if you have head armor or not. But Silent does get a kill on towards Sick. Brings him to a 3-on-3 now. CT's definitely a disadvantage in these sort of scenarios, especially when there's 50 seconds left. Bomb's going to be on the A ramp, and the CT's being aware of this now. But Legear, like I said, the lurker does get taken down. Great shot from Automatic there. And the order of the team is going to be Twist getting this second kill as well. Automatic finishes things off 2-0. And predictions coming true, Matt. We go to the 3 maps. I tell ya.
I tell you, bye. I tell you. We haven't had a 3-mapper all week, Henry. I think we're deserving of one. We've been good boys this week.
We've earned it. Well then. We go into the 3rd round of this MR3 overtime. You can see the money, how it's affected the terrorist side. In fact, they've got 3 AKs and 2 pistols. They're going to be heading towards the B side of the map. Bunching up, all 5 players there. Silent will be holding the underpass with the CZ. Smoke's coming over. It's going to be simple. They're going to try and see what they can do with this. Flashbangs as well. And here comes the play. It's very telegraphed. I don't think the CTs will be falling for this one. This should be the 3-0. It's almost certain as well. Look at this reaction to the smoke there. Molotov's down. Damage being done through the smoke. What are their options? They have no map control anywhere else. The gear drops first. It's just desperate at this point. 3-0 map. Told you. You didn't listen.
I have not. Sempis gets, oh, a quick scope on Gobby. That was pretty sexy. But you're right, it is 3-0. I now am not going to dye my hair blonde.
Oh yeah, that's how that works. 3-0. You feel like TSM will almost certainly get one round out of this one way or another, but who knows, NRG could do it. There's the replay of the no-scope right there. You liked it. Ring the bell, the no-scope bell.
Is that what the bell means?
Yes. There it is. Every time I see a no-scope, you got to ring the bell. That wasn't one. It was the overtime bell. The no-scope bell. Second half now. These guys, nothing really separating. I've got to stop moving like that. That's probably what wrecks the microphone.
Yep, it does.
Can you hear it? Can you hear the feedback?
Yeah, I can.
Good. I can't.
Well, that's all right. No one cares if you can or can't.
Double orbs. Peter, Silent.
I wish you would be silent.
They're not going for the head armor. Just going to be trying to save the money, build it up.
Money, money, baby. Semphis quick toward the B site. A late charge in regulation and a 3-0 overtime lead. NRG have to win every single round just to get this into a second overtime. And Semphis scoping in is going to be heard. So they nade in. It's Gobby that does so. Only gets 7 damage off on him. Smart smoke A main. Like he is actually going to push through this. Try and wrap around and get in behind them at T-spawn. He may catch Semphis. This timing is going to be decent. It's going to be tight, but it's going to be decent. Bomb dropped. He's still not 100% sure Palace won't be occupied, but at this point he's far enough over. There's the gift. There it. Oh, look. Oh, blink. Blink. Thank you very much. I'll take that. He's going to keep walking beyond it and see exactly what they're up to. Easy kill to come in against Semphis, who has his knife out, makes the call, though. Does Automatic respond fast enough? That's the better question. Flash up and over. He peeks it as well. He has got it. He does blind him down. Good spray control. Turns back. He's got 3. Finally goes down, but sick. Inside of the A site has a kill that's quite important because now with the bomb grabbed, there was the chance, but Justin got there in time.
3-on-1 now. Still some signs of life here for NRG. 3 players trying to defend this bomb. It's going to be sick. Apparently he's very young. He's 16 years old. So I've been told. And he will die. Do you remember when you were 16, Matt?
Yeah, I caught wind of the fact.
The emo music.
Yep, both of those things were true.
The art.
I ate a burger, proceeded to blow up the engine on a 1999 Toyota Corolla, and then caught wind of the fact my parents were going to have a surprise party for me and canceled it.
Very specific.
Yep. I do remember being 16, Henry.
Bad times. Well then.
Wasn't my fault the oil went low. I dipsticked it the day before, all right? Toyota engines in the 90s used to blow seals. It's not my issue. Falling out headset, also not my issue. Can't hear Reese when we do the next segment. But Semphis starts it off.
GG.
The beginning to the end. Sick has Gobby, and it is down to a 4 versus 3. Peter tries to fire through the smoke, but map 3 looms. As the bomb goes down and TSM have full control of the inner site.
Of course. It's going to be an almost guaranteed scenario at this point. NRG smoked out, getting pushed as well. We've got a man disadvantage and an AWP line retake. And it's just looking very grim indeed. I think we're almost certainly going to the 3rd map here. Bomb ticking away now. No one giving anything away for TSM. Very disciplined stuff. Molotov comes in. It's the last ditched attempt. That's going to be that kill. I'm even going to turn around from the screen. I know it's over, which it is. I can hear it.
I can't hear anything because these headphones are atrocious. Headphones. Don't even get me started. Trigger warning. Welcome back to the desk, YNK. Good job observing that time.
How's my hair?
Looks
Similar,
like Henry G's.
That's why I went to the barber.
That seems to be the focal point of this broadcast.
How's mine? How's mine?
Just as your casting, Matt.
We've talked about films, we've talked about pop icons, we've talked about hair, we've had all sorts of cars. Teen angst.
Who likes cars, by the way? Oh, right.
Yeah. Who do you think? This chump over here. Anyway, should we talk about CS maybe?
Yeah, the thing is, today walking around London, we actually found out that the Gumball Rally is on Monday.
Brilliant. Don't care. So maybe keep going.
Dust 2 comes up next. Look, let's look back a little bit. The execution was off, and NRG again running out of steam late. This time they couldn't close it in overtime.
No one was particularly good on this map, I have to say. Like in terms of like the level of CS being played, it was
Automatic was reasonable.
No, I mean as a whole, the teams, right? I'd say that if you presented those against the top European teams right now, they'd get absolutely stomped on that map. They just didn't really have the prowess, didn't have the synergy working as a team. The execution was pretty poor. Didn't really see anything too impressive on either CT side. I'm not sure how you felt about it, Yanko, but for me, it was not very impressive.
I felt similar. I think it was pretty clear. You could see, let's say, on NRG's T side, how they would go for mid-control, then for an A split, but at times they lacked coordination, right? They didn't go in at the same time, which allowed the CT players to maybe focus on connector first and then turn around towards ramp and apps and clear things out. And sometimes they would hit the good timings, but other times they wouldn't. On the other hand, TSM on their T side, you could see the simple strats we were talking about, the more loose play style. Just fake that they're going for mid-control, try to draw a player from stairs towards connector, and then have 3 players just take a wide peek from A apps. And that's something you can do on this map. It's something you couldn't do on train. There's not as much room. Simply the structure of the map is as it is. And you combine that with an awesome map from Automatic, who had a really great game. It was enough for TSM in the end to edge out NRG, but there were a lot of close rounds, especially in the first half, a lot of clutch rounds, and the game could have gone either way in the end.
Yeah, it's Justin winning them a lot of those clutch situations for NRG. He was keeping them alive in a lot of scenarios there. For me, he was the MVP in terms of their side of this map. Like Automatic had some great rounds as well. Some very questionable situations. Like that round where Justin actually won the round for them with a silenced USP. Like they were full eco, I think, at that point, and he actually comes to life and actually got them a situation. Who was it to finish it off? Was it Silent, who had the AWP and he's walking into the bomb site? You still with us? You let you.
Then he pulled out.
I'm getting ready.
Then he pulled out the P250.
Yeah.
And no, right?
And
he has the
just
AWP, switches to the AK, goes back to an AWP.
Yeah, I like that.
And then wrecks it.
What's going to be the third map, Matt?
Dust 2.
Oh, that's a good one. Like you said,
we're going progressively from like tactical to more puggy style maps, which means we're going progressively back to TSM's favor.
Yeah.
But one thing that isn't changing, Matt, is overtimes.
Yes.
It's true, and my hair. My hair and the Gumball Rally on Monday.
That might be changing, you never know, it might be cancelled. Bad weather.
It's true. There are a lot of pretentious people who don't actually know how to drive those cars correctly that won't want to have them out in the rain.
What are they watching?
But
what are they watching?
Pretty sure they're not watching CS, but
you never know.
You know.
Well then, what do we say about this one? Dust 2. I feel like this favours TSM going forward. I feel like this suits their play style. It seems like their players are hitting more of the shots, and actually Semper seems, although he had some very questionable rounds, he's just doing what he has to do, finding 1 or 2 kills each round, and Automatic seems to be very strong right now.
I'm interested to see how NRG approaches their CT side, right? I would expect that Gob B and Legia as well is an experienced player. I would expect from them to kind of predict what TSM wants to do, right? That they're going to go for those simple plays, maybe, just throw some nades towards long to draw the attention of the CTs and then go for a fast B split. Simple strategies like that where they use more the structure of the map and knowing the default setup of the CTs rather than having some, complex smoke executes towards the A bomb site. Probably going to have something with jumping towards the CT spawn, maybe pushing the upper towards car because that is, again, a pretty common CT setup. So for me, it's going to come down to that because I feel that TSM is pretty capable of having a strong T side, and I think that it's going to come down whether NRG can shut them down.
I think that's absolutely true. NRG, from what I said, their CT side of Mirage, I don't think they were dynamic enough. They didn't have any aggression, they didn't mix it up. They were very static almost every single round. Dust 2 is one of those maps you have to be reactive. If you lose the first frag, you can't sit back. You can't just retake for CT spawn and hope that's going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. You need to be pushing into B tunnels. You need to get mid control. You need to be finding frags in return as soon as it goes wrong. If you lose long at the start of the round, you need to be pushing other parts of it, getting real estate. It's one of the classic examples of CS where you need to be doing that. You can't just sit back. Cash is another perfect example of that as well. Like as soon as you lose a kill middle, pushing A storage, for example. I didn't see enough of that from NRG and Mirage, and I'm hoping they do better on Dust 2. I think most teams know how to handle that situation on Dust 2, but if they don't do that, they're going to have a real trouble shutting down TSM here. So I still favour TSM, though, overall.
All right, well, on that note, we are going to take a short break. Otherwise, we won't have time to do one. So we're going to jump away. We will be right back. When we come back, it will be Dust 2, Map 3. I predict another overtime, or Henry's going to dye his hair orange. We'll see you in a minute.